has...
Onside Gaming are doubling down in terms of the eliminations they've run their way. It's the side of WDY, who's just finding picks after picks. But Zeta, Sungja-woo tries to make it more interesting now, forcing Onside Gaming out. Now Captain America has anything to say about that. Lone flips, Warfire back with some beautiful shots from the Land Shark, falling back and look, still buying time. It's the side of all these individual Rebirth will be eliminated for the cause. It's 1v1s galore, but they still have the fight within their control. They're buying it with staggering non-stop, and finally at this tail end, no, Captain America's still here.
Oh my goodness, the amount of staggering that Onside are willing to go through, and they're able to get themselves all the way up to 87%. But now Onside, they did stagger themselves for what seemed like an eternity here in round number 1, as Onside look to group up, and they need to win this fight if they want to have any sort of chance of taking away this round number 1.
They've got a few ultimates, right? Most importantly, it's going to be a lone flip trying to counter all of those with some damage. Starts things off with aim. Overtime trigger, the dash comes out. One can't find the mark, but the dashes are not quite either.
Almost there. It almost finished off key members as Ace charges up the meteor. Great block from Tuba to deny a catastrophic result, as the Eye of Agamotto is going to be popped, but there is no value out of that. Sungja-woo and Zeta did get briefly stunned, but I think it was from the Captain America of Inhyuk, as Onside are falling one by one. Dawn now has his overall. He sees it immediately. That overtime meter is getting ever so slightly smaller, as Onside are forced to stay on the site, or else they will lose out on this round.
Yeah, the Fatal Bulls were just keeping them a little bit alive. Now the Fatal fast step can't find much though. So Inhyuk with a freedom charge has to go to dance around. A kick back trade so far from both teams. And survivability now kicking in is we're just trying to farm as much ultimate percentage points as possible.
Does have the invisible boundary, will pop it immediately. Tuba again threatening with the Eye of Agamotto. Needs to find a key stun here in this overtime, and there it is. Alone fills an Ace. Are gonna get stunned up. They do find the Land Shark, and they soon will follow up on Ace, as Onside Gaming looking good, looking strong here in round number 1, as they try to steal away XOXO1's round 1 victory.
Is that it? It's going to be 99%. It's going to be 27 days, as well as Dawn being traded to take the time.
The
Jeff comes out, focusing on the Land Shark. I love this will meet their demise. Now overtime, the clock is ticking away. Does XOXO make it? They don't. They're foot
in favor of Onside. They were able to just steal away this round from EXO that looked so strong, but during that round as well, Onside willing to stagger themselves to try to sap out as much percentage points as possible. Proved it, and it was enough. If they didn't do that earlier, there was a world where EXO were able to complete the retake.
I think so. I mean, that was some 5-head move from their used bodies to just buy enough time. You know that they haven't quite capped. It came in, you know, Inhyuk was the first one on, and Inhyuk was the last one on as well. The Captain America being an absolute nuisance for Onside Gaming, and Inhyuk knows precisely that.
Got it.
Here we go at it again here in round number 2 of map number 1. EXO. It looked like they had it in the bag, but unfortunately it wasn't enough to cross the line. And now are looking to redeem themselves here in round number 2, as they both converge onto the site. The End Song Inferno available on AIM. Ace also has the Meteor M as well. Those are really... Eye of Agamotto also used, but it's not going to find anyone as the Lone Field finds 2, but Onside team up to find 2 more for themselves. EXO now in a man advantage, 4 versus 3 right now on the point, as Zeta getting taken out dangerously low. AIM needs to just find the frags. He knows that there's no strategist available to heal any of them up, as AIM needs to land the shots, needs to find an opportunity, but the site goes in favor of EXO.
Don't stagger though, don't stagger. You know you have time. 61% is XON climbing, but you're sitting at a comfy 99. It just takes one effort as AIM tries to kind of reposition around. You see that belt from Onside, both sides. Now Supernova coming up from Sungja-woo. And the response from India is going to be that Captain America pushed through already. It's going to be that Luna still taking out of action from both sides.
Yeah, great trades, 1-for-1 overall. Dawn needs to rejoin the team now. XO still lacking a strategist for the time being, as XO looking good right now. They have a one-man advantage. Can they find more? This point going all the way up to 99 is looking close. It's looking likely. Here we go. 99 versus 99 into overtime, as Onside trying their best to look for any sort of advantage. The fate of both worlds available. Alone Bills. You gotta be careful there. He's dancing with fire, and the fire does succumb. The life of Alone Bills for the time being, as the rest of XO dumping their ultimate. Onside will respond with their own. Thankfully, Reverb did have the invisible boundary, and they will keep themselves afloat in this fight. But now everyone dumping their ultimates. This domino effect as Ace splitting up, doing a little bit of Shadow Clone Jutsu here, as Ace is able to find Tuba, and the rest of EXO looking to hold yet again until Zeta will find a pick with WDY. Also looking for trades, but it's all blue here on the feed, as XO looking to hold, and Alone gets another triple as well.
Yeah, this is the EXO that we know, loves to dwell in the mess of it all, in the chaos. They find order, and they're able to focus fire, not letting up the gas. They're gonna press the issue straight in. They know that perhaps if they can force out that beta force just to be able to get themselves onside, that's a huge dub for XOXO.
Shutout needs to be prevented here. Ace, can he confirm their suspicions? But it's a trade of ultimates. Meteor for Galactic Legend. Sumjuk Wu won't make things in favor until Inhyuk pulls it right back. And it's just this trade for trade, back and forth, tug of war battle, as Alone Bills trying to find this pesky little Captain America who tries bouncing in, but it's not gonna matter until Onside look for a desperation portal. Gone dangerously low, gonna get taken out. Onside might just get shut out here in round number 3. That overtime meter ever so slightly getting smaller and smaller, as Ace is able to
Onside Gaming's, but hey, XO
first match.
Yeah, they're realizing that running single Vanguard is just a little too much, because the Onside Gaming are playing together, so they're just leaving Sungjuk Woo with that.
Great pull!
Again, that's the pull! That's gonna be that Carbon Revival out of the way!
But Sungjuk Woo is tracking him down. He is ready to pounce as soon as SGB comes back. All eyes are on this Adam Warlock. That is their win condition. That is their way of coming back onto the site, onto the fight, as WDY is able to find the slam onto Sungjuk Woo, as SGB still alive and kicking. They might not even need the cover revival, but we'll see about it, as SGB will be able to defend themselves. Will shut down Alone Bills, and the 2 dive players of EXO will have to be sent to spawn.
Okay, I think Onside Gaming is really starting to get wiser of XOXO's technique. They're really hunting around these corners. Oh, the beautiful stagger onto 27 A's, and on your left, both strategists mean that time is ticking. 20 seconds for XOXO, and they've lost both of their backliners, and that's time bled away from wanting to push back onto this cart.
Find this invisible domain, invisible boundary to perfection. As Sungjuk Woo wants to look for an isolation, might find it onto SGB, and SGB goes down. No karmic revival in this final fight, as XO will have the man advantage. Tuba will use the Psionic Seduction to try to stun up anyone left of XO. XO won, as Inhyuk trying to do what he can, making sure that he's able to find some sort of damage, some sort of opportunity of defense here from Onside. SGB now walking back into the fray, as WDY, this might be the game changer, but he misses the cracking impact. But it's not going to matter too much, as 3 picks in favor of Onside might be enough to hold off the defense, and yet point.
Indeed.
We're able to pull off. Onside will force a map number 3. But if XO are able to hold here, they won't be able to secure the series. They will be able to secure a second win, a second point here in Group A and will put themselves in a comfortable situation.
I felt like I was watching a crazy game of chess between SGB as well as Sungjuk-woo, right? Just trying to out-hide each other. Obviously, Spider-Man on a bit of a hunt to isolate the Atom Warlock, who obviously is trying to hide with the Karmic Revival. But hey, not even needed. It's WDY on the duelist that we have by Sungjuk-woo.